Norway is marking a year since Anders Breivik massacred 77 people in twin attacks. Breivik is still on trial. He insists the killings he carried out were part of his war on multiculturalism. And as Tessa Sile reports, Europe's clash on cultures is growing ever more radical.
I swear to God, we will not let it pass peacefully. Therefore, we say, stay in your homes, you Nazis.
In our streets, girls are raped, molested and insulted by gangs of immigrants.
The battle cries have grown louder.
Islam is a religion of hatred, a religion of violence.
In extreme cases, ideology turned to tragedy. More than 70 people were killed by far-right militant Anders Breivik in Norway over his rejection of the government's policies towards Muslim immigrants. In France, 7 people, including children, were killed by Islamist Mohamed Merah in a deliberate attack against Jews. He was then killed in a police raid, both men adding fuel to flames of hatred and prejudice.
The Islamists want to build the caliphate, the perfect Islamist state. The far rights want to build the racist suprematic state on Nazi style, and the far left want to build communism. The level of hatred is probably higher than it was 10 years ago.
We tried to talk to proponents of each extreme. Eddy Hermy is the leader of a group in Belgium that's labeled far-right, and he's been convicted on charges of racism, which he denies.
Stop immediately with the influx of foreigners, because we can't cope anymore. You don't have to be an extremist to see that.
The same anti-immigration argument put forward by the Golden Dawn party in Greece, dubbed neo-Nazi and fascist by critics. It won 7% of votes in recent elections, and attacks on foreigners in Greece is reportedly on the rise. We also met with the leader of the Islamist group Sharia for Belgium.
There is Judgment Day. If you're a Muslim, you will go to paradise. If you're a disbeliever, you will go to hell. That's what we believe.
He's now in custody and is being investigated for terrorism, suspected of sending young Muslims to fight in holy wars in Yemen and Chechnya. But such arrests have not stopped other groups from sprouting. We tried to talk to another hardline Salafist group in Belgium, reportedly with Saudi links, and are under surveillance by authorities. Several young men tried to stop us from filming and in the end called the police. We were told that for our own safety, we should just leave.
But does it boil down to an economic solution? Is there a fundamental clash in cultures and religion? And are these extremists just a minority and the attacks classified as isolated cases? Well, the answers you get depends on whom you ask. And in the end, all you get is a hodgepodge of opinions and no real solution on how to curb this growing hostility, what some experts call a cycle of hatred feeding off of each other.
A gargantuan challenge for Europe to address before hatred turns to more of this. Tessa Sile, RT, Brussels.